Hello guys, this is Sandra here. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. It's lovely to have you here and I hope you're gonna enjoy your time. Today we have another project pen update and this is the fourth, I think, update of the Partners in Crime project pen. So this one was started by Steph and her friend Darlene, and I will link both their channels and also the Google spreadsheet below. Basically every information that has to do with this project and the participants. It's a huge collaborative project pen that's been running now for 2 years. I think this is the second year. Every time I have to think about this. And basically it's just a project where we are focusing on our cream products, and I'm focusing on 6 because that's enough with other project pens, but you know, we all tend to forget about them sometimes, and cream products go bad a lot quicker than anything else. So it's just a good way, you know, to use these products. And the only thing I want to mention before we start is that I started this project late, so I am 1 update behind everyone else. But that's it, let's just hop into the actual update. The first product I'm going to talk about is a product I've been working on for ages. I had this in this project last year and I'm still working on it, and the longer I work on it, the less, you know, progress I seem to make. And I think it's because I got to the point where it's really hard to see progress just because the product is concentrated in one part of the pen, and it's the Tom Ford Cream Blush in the shade Pink Sand. I absolutely adore this product, and that's where we are at the moment. Hopefully we will be able to see some progress. Now last month I know we were not too good with that just because my hard drive died with all the previous pictures on it. But this month I will actually have pictures from last month, so that will help us to see whether I made any major progress. I feel like I've used this quite often, but I don't know if I used it often enough to see much movement in the product, if I'm honest. I also mixed it with another cream product from my other project pen, which was a more corally kind of blush, and the two together make a beautiful combination. But hopefully I can finish it by the end of this year. I mean, there's still a lot left in there, and this one you can build up because it's a bit more of a see-through formula. It's a beautiful texture though. Will I be able to finish it? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I hope so, but I really enjoy using this product, and I do want to make sure that I use it all up before it goes bad, even though technically I'm pretty sure it's beyond its shelf life date, but we're just gonna ignore that for now. It works perfectly fine. Another product I rolled in last year, and it was only like maybe the top little bit was used, is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. I had to think about that. In a champagne pop, and as you can see there's a lot of usage marked there, and I am so happy that I could make another new little mark. Now it might be tiny, but every progress is progress, so you know, I don't care if it's a tiny one. I will still take it. And I have to say, like, in the past few months I sort of forgot about this product, so I'm trying to get back into the habit of using it. But I don't know whether it's just my skin changed or the formula started to change, but I feel like sometimes it can look a bit heavy on my skin almost, if it makes sense. Or if I apply it here, sometimes I have a bit of extra texture in my skin where I apply it. So I have to play around with it and see, but I mean, there's not a lot left on the bottom of the product, you know. There's that little bit, although I'm pretty sure it will still take me at least a good 2 to 3 months to fully finish it up. And then there's also a bit of product left on the top. I don't know if I will be able to actually scrape it out. We'll have to wait and see. But I do like it, but I feel like lately it might have changed texture a little bit. So I don't know if it's on its way out, or my skin might have changed because of wearing mask all the time. That's completely possible as well, because obviously it's under the mask the whole day, and you know, it's not the nicest. But I don't know, I will see. I will have to play with it. Maybe I can mix it in with my moisturizer and use it that way, almost as a glowy primer. That could be a good way to use it, so I might actually try to do that. Or I can even mix it in with my body lotion and apply it on the shoulders and on the collarbone when going out. That could be quite nice. Next up we have something that I've been working on for ages, and every time I think I'm gonna finish it and then I forget to use it, and it's the NARS mini teeny tiny lip gloss in the shade Gold Digger. Now I have this on top of a lipstick today as well. and if I turn it around in a camera, you'll see there are so many openings, you can see through it so much, but still there's so much product left in there. I just don't know when I'm gonna finish it. I think I just have to do better with using it and not forget it. We'll see, we'll see. It's a really nice product. It's a bit sticky. It's like a sticky kind of lip gloss. I don't know what to say about this. I'm ashamed how long it's taking me. But again, with the mask, lip gloss is not something I use all the time. And this is not the only lip gloss I'm working on because I clearly like to mess with myself and put in products that I can't use on a daily basis. So we'll see. I don't want to promise anymore that it's going to be finished by next update because half of the time it doesn't happen, so we'll just have to wait it out with this one. You know, as I always say, you can't make great progress with all products all the time. So we'll see. The next product we're going to talk about is my Essie Cuticle Oil, and finally there is the most minuscule of updates with this. Now, I try to make sure that I use it more often, especially because, again, with going back to work and using alcohol all the time to sanitize my hands, my cuticles are super dry, and I try to make sure to like use a rich hand cream as well, but still, you know, they suffer a little bit. So I try to make sure that I use this as often as possible, but because it's an oily consistency, it's quite rich, you know, you don't need a lot. So I think I underestimated in the beginning how long it's going to take me to use up this bottle. I finally can show you a little bit of progress. There you go. This way you can probably see, or hopefully see, that there's a little bit of difference between the two lines. For some reason I think on a camera it looks quite like it's the same line, but it's two different lines, and it's the tiniest bit of progresses, camera, thank you. But I will take it either way because, as I mentioned, I think I underestimated how little you need at, you know, any given time. Unless obviously you want to shower in it, so I know I'm not going to finish this by the end of the year. But even if I make a dent in it, I'm going to be happy because this is a product that I tend to neglect and forget. And I already know that it changed colour compared to where, you know, what it looked like when I bought it. But I still feel like it's effectively moisturising my cuticles. So I'm happy to keep using it for now. I just want to make sure that I use it really because, yeah, I keep forgetting it and it's just in my stash, and my cuticles could clearly use some love. So, you know, hitting two birds with one stone of one, using something I spent my money on, and two, hydrating my hands. Moving on, we're going to talk about the last two products that I actually both rolled in last time. And the first one is the Catrice One Drop Coverage Concealer. Oh, and the little dropper in it is really dirty. But I really enjoy this concealer, and now I used it a few times as an eyeshadow primer, like today. And then I also used it quite a few times as a concealer, but the bottle is unfortunately really hard to see through. So I couldn't really make a new mark, but purely because I cannot see through the bottle. So when I look into it, it looks like there's not a lot left, but unfortunately, because again, I cannot see through the bottle, I didn't really know where to mark and I didn't really want to guess it. But I use it quite a few times, so maybe by next month we will get to a point where I can hopefully see through it, or maybe I can try to see if I can use my torch. Let's see. Nope, it doesn't do anything, so hopefully if I keep using it by next month we can see through a bit more on the bottle. But I try to keep, you know, keep it sitting on my table so the product can settle as much as possible. So we'll see if it does anything, but if not, I just keep using it until there's no more product coming out. And the last product I have the tiniest bit of mark on again, and it's the Fenty Matchstick in the shade Cinnamon, and it's with an S, not with a C. I don't know why I always feel the need to add that, but I do. And it's a beautiful bronzy product, so usually I don't use it straight on my cheek. I take a brush and then circle it around the top and then apply it on my cheek, just because I feel like it, one, gives me a better way to blend it out, because otherwise it can be quite hard to blend on the skin, and two, I make sure that this way it doesn't disturb my foundation under it, but it gives my skin a beautiful, healthy, glowy bronze, which is beautiful. Now this might be more like a highlighter kind of product, but on me this shade works perfectly as a glowy bronzer, and I'm happy to make, you know, that I make progress in it now. If I'm honest, I could have used it more often than I did. I kind of forgot about this, but I still used it enough to make progress, so I guess I can't be too mad at myself. And hopefully you're able to see, again, there are two lines quite close to each other, but you know, they are apart enough that I could make a new mark, so I'm gonna do that. And I will take it with me. We're going on holiday next week, so this will be a beautiful no makeup kind of product that I can just use if I want a little bit of something, but nothing too much. And I will keep using it. But that's it for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing. It would mean so much to me. Also, let me know, how are you getting along with all your project pens? You know, we are past the half-year mark now on a lot of projects, so I would love to hear from you. But for now, I'm gonna go. I hope you have a lovely day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!